Good morning, good morning. This is Miss JJ Diamond, Jacqueline Richardson, Jackie, Deja, whatever y'all call me. Good morning, good morning. We want to thank God that we are all alive today and not sick. I know I'm thankful. Um, the weather today is, I don't even know. I haven't been out there yet. Alexa, what's the weather today?
Currently, in Charlotte, it's 62 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies. Today, you can expect clouds with a chance of showers, with a high of 65 degrees and a low of 41 degrees. It's almost time to celebrate Halloween. Would you like to hear costume ideas for Halloween?
No, thank you, Alexa.
Okay, have a good day.
Alexa, you as well. She's kind today, y'all. She usually is a mess, but she was being kind today. Uh, Today, y'all, I wanted to talk about Miss JJ Entertainment. I want to talk about Miss JJ Entertainment. Um, is Miss JJ Entertainment about to call it quits? I say yes, and I'm going to tell y'all why. When I first got back into this game, the music game, for those that don't know, Miss JJ was in the music game back when she was in college. Right before the Fugees came out, that's when I was in the game. I had just got into the game, learning and processing how the music industry worked. I told y'all RCA had sat down with us when I was with a group. Some people from Sony was trying to recruit me back some time now, and I just pretty much gave it up because I wasn't ready for what. Well, I was ready for it when I was in college, and when I got out of college, and Sony tried to recruit me. The people that tried to recruit me wasn't the best people to recruit. So I didn't want to be bothered with them, So I pretty much ran from them instead of came closer to them, you know. When I came back into this industry, back in 2014, 13, I believe 13. You know, I was trying to rock with all of the record labels that was really popping at the time, which was Maybach Music. G Unit was a little bit on board, getting back on board, and a few other people, and I told them, I said, well, I told the social media, because a lot of people still knew who I was, even though I wasn't in the music industry, meaning signed, working with an actual label. A lot of people still knew who I was based on face, voice, where I used to live. Even though I got married, changed my name. Once I let people know that I was Dowdy, a lot of people knew who I was because back in the day I was a very hot commodity and I was popular. So when I came back into the music industry, because I told y'all before, I've been an activist, been running around with the kids, doing stuff in the community for years. So, you know, I've kept that name and being active all this time. I slowed down when I was in Maryland because I needed to focus on me and see what I wanted to do. When my son brought it to me, this is what he wanted to do. It felt ironic because I was saying, wow, I've been running from this thing all these years. And now my son is telling me this is what he wants to do. And I'm like, wow, maybe this is destiny. Maybe this is what God wants for us. Um, However, I'm going to be honest with y'all, it's been pure hell. I should have just took the road of being signed by a label, instead of creating my own label. Now, when I got on social media, I explained to them what I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to protect my son, protect myself, and protect the youth, because that's what I do. I've been doing it for over 30 years, So because, you hear about all of these horror stories of what these labels do to their artists. We see it every day when they have these, what happened to this artist and what happened to that artist and why this artist went through this. Everybody has a story to tell. So I didn't want my son going in alone, So I said, I want to create a label. All I'm asking is y'all back me, on this. And a lot of the labels did back me. And I thank you guys, I thank y'all 100% for the love that y'all showed me. And those labels as follows: as Cash Money, YMCMB, RCA, Warner Music, Universal, Sony. I forgot Beyonce's label, but even Beyonce's label. And is there a few more? Of course, Maybach Music. I believe that's it, And there's a few artists out there that actually helped me, and that's, of course, 50 Cent, Lloyd Banks, G-Unit, the whole crew, looked out. Now, with all that being said, being that, 50 helped me, they thought that I was signed with 50. A lot of people thought that, and that wasn't the case, and I do need to explain this. I explain this over and over and over, okay? I told all the record labels, just like I told 50 Cent, that I want my own label. And that's what they helped me do, help me try to build that and put the numbers under the label. In which they did, very successful with that, and I'm so thankful. That's why I said I'm thankful. When you set out to do a project, and you were looking for the numbers, because I let them know too, I'm numbers, you know what I mean? I'm sorry that Frito-Lay put me in that room of life, but I'm numbers, so I need numbers. They helped me produce that, so I'm thankful. I'm so thankful. It's bringing tears to my eyes because I didn't think that it would happen, but they did it. However, okay, I am a one-man team. Okay, now when you look at a company like Sony, they've been out for God knows how long, 100 years. It may seem like RCA and Warner Universal. These companies have businesses in 2 to 3 states sometimes. You know what I mean? Motown, they got big staff, okay? I'm a one-man team, and I'm trying to produce my music, trying to market, plus pay the bills of the label, keep the business licenses up, still run a household, try to get my own products out so I can help fund the label, and I'm going to just be honest with you, y'all. I'm tired, I'm tired of working 3 and 4 jobs, okay? It doesn't matter if I was 30 or if I'm 50, you know what I mean? Who wants to work 3 jobs to make ends meet for one business, okay? Now, when this business was designed to help, because when I started out in this game, this music game, okay, I was always around the youth. We were dancing, putting things together. This is what we did. I would give talent shows, see who's the talented in the city, to bring light on them, for the other bigger companies to come out and see them. Okay, I've been doing this for a very long time. This is what I did when I was in college. This is what I did when I was in Buffalo. However, okay, times has changed. Everybody wants to be the rich. Nobody wants to start at the bottom to get prepped for these bigger companies, okay? And this is what Miss JJ Entertainment set out to do when we came into this industry, is to get the artists off the street and prep them, because we're tired of seeing artists go to these bigger companies. And, you know, a lot of these people get on TV and they tell these stories about what went on in their lives with these music labels. But they don't tell the sides that they were on drugs or they didn't want to work and they was going through mental issues, you know. They don't tell that side. Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. So the industry is getting out of, especially some of these big labels, are getting out of accepting a lot of these people that's on drugs and have disabilities because of what they've went through in the past. You know, they have signed a person and then they will fold on them. You know what I mean? So, you know, you got to look at both sides, people. You know, it's not just the labels, okay? And I'm one to tell you, I've already experienced it. I'm looking at like my grandson, okay? He could have been one of our biggest artists, okay? That's Jair, okay? He could have been one of our biggest artists because, one, he doesn't have the fear of being in front of people. Two, he can make music real fast. And when I say real fast, he can make a song in 15 minutes. You know what I mean? He can dance, you know. He's not one that would give that stand in one spot stage presence. And he can sing, okay? He started singing in school back in Maryland, and I was going to his shows, okay? So he was supposed to be one of our biggest artists. But he got caught up in the street and whatever he do, and now I'm stuck with nothing. Okay? So this is what a lot of the labels experience, you know. Then we have other artists that joined us to try to help us, you know, and we help them with our fan base. And I did want to say this. The fan base that Ms. JJ Diamond have, I don't know about the rest of the guys because they get all their own stats. However, Ms. JJ Diamond's fan base is from the age of 27 and 34. And I love you guys, you know what I mean, for being able to connect with y'all, you know. That's where my biggest fan base is, okay? I have some fan base, some kids fan base, and some in the older, but my biggest fan base is between the ages of 27 and 34. I found that out yesterday, and I do thank y'all, you know, for understanding, listening, being able to connect with Miss JJ Diamond's music. I can't say thank you enough, okay? Getting back to what I was saying, these are the things that I'm experiencing, you know. You get out here, you meet these artists, you know, and then they tell you, okay, well, you're not 50, or you're not this one, and you're not that one, you know. So what can you possibly do for me? What I can possibly do for you is build you up, show you how this is done, give you a fan base, and on top of that, present you to one of these bigger labels, because that's why I was designed. Okay? But everybody wants to be this big rapper, okay? Or they want to so-called compete. You can't compete with me because I've been out here for 30 years, okay? Where you're just getting started, okay? You're working off of social media. I'm working off of people in the street that I knew, okay? They physically know me. They physically walked up to me. They physically came to my shows because they knew and supported Deja or Jackie. Okay, you're working on how many people can I get on social media? Okay, it's two different things. Okay, so with that being said, social media, the way it's built today, if you don't have 1 million subscribers, you can't make any money, and that's just how they hold it. If you don't have the verified check, you can't make any money. They want you to pay for all these things, okay? Back before, they didn't want you to pay for it. Now, all of a sudden, social media is so big that you need to pay for your verification in order for you to make money, okay? I can barely pay for my website to stay up. I can barely pay for all my business licenses. I can barely continue to market, let alone pay for all this stuff. You understand what I'm saying? And I got to pay for all this stuff for each and every artist, each and every page. I'm running a nonprofit. I'm running a publishing company. And then I have me as an artist. Then I have my other artists. Okay? I can't do it. Okay? It's just too much money. Do I have investors? Did anybody want to invest and help me? No. They didn't want to invest to help me. Why? Because I have artists like 50 Cent that wanted to put negativity out there because he wanted to hold me for his own. But you can't do that because you don't own Miss JJ Entertainment. Okay? Because you ran your stuff the way you ran your stuff is the way you run it. The way I'm running my stuff is like a real record label. Okay? A real publishing company. So we're in this in two different levels. Okay, and that's something that he needed to understand. Now, if you wanted to come and put in on it so you can own some of it, I'll respect that because then we can get some work done. But until then, you are not a part of this and the world needs to know that. Okay, and I tried to break loose from 50 a long time ago, y'all. However, the P is still hurting my company. You know what I mean? I really get upset with this type of thing because when people don't know what type of company a person is running and people judge you based on the company that you keep or that you're running, it makes it difficult, for you to explain to people how you are getting down with your business versus somebody else's because you don't want to put other people's business out there. Okay. It's not my business to get on, even though I did recently talk about 50 and Lloyd Banks or whatever, but technically it's not my business if I'm not affiliated. I was affiliated with the stuff that I talked about. Okay. But when you're not affiliated with what somebody has created, that's their business. And I shouldn't have to go out here in the streets and tell everybody their business in order for me to be successful because that's out of my character. Okay. But if it is involving me, then I have the rights. Okay. So with that being said, I am a one-man owner, even though I'm not a man, woman owner. Okay, my son doesn't own nothing. I made him a partner. Okay, but he doesn't own anything when it comes to Miss JJ Entertainment. Okay, the reason why I made him a partner because when I pull out, I'm physically giving him the label. Okay, I can't dance around on the stage until I'm 70. It's just unheard of. Okay, I have maybe 10 more years in me to jump around on the stage. Write music. I'm at the point now I want other people to write music for me. Shout out to Neo. I love you. I want you to write some music for me. I just love the way you put your lyrics together in your type of songs. But people need to understand that when you're trying to build something and people are always wanting to compete on what you're doing, you know what I mean? And that's one of the problems. People always wanted to compete all my life with me. And they will compete and they will fold. And the reason why they fold is because you don't know what I'm doing to get to where I'm going. So why would you compete? You're better off asking me and then coming together and then I can help you get there as well. You know what I mean? But don't compete. So that's why I tell people this is not a competition. Because I'm not on the same level that you're on. Okay? like some of the artists that signed. How are you competing with me and I am the owner? You can't compete with me. We're on two different levels. I'm only making music to keep my label alive because I'm the biggest artist on there. Okay, now this is just the facts. Granted, it could be because I have music with some of the bigger artists, but that's the route that I chose so I can put the numbers on the board. Okay? I didn't come here to mess around with this because I didn't have much time. Okay? And I need y'all to understand that. I'm getting older. Okay? So I don't have much time to be in this game for 20, 30 years messing with y'all, you know what I'm saying, with the nonsense. I don't have time for that. So I had to get to where I needed to go fast. Okay? This is where some of the artists, they decided to help me out on that. Okay? Shout out to y'all, and I love y'all for it, you know. Y'all get it misconstrued, you know. You have two different levels in this thing. You can either you can have a record label unit, okay? Or you're an artist, you know. Actually, it's 3, but I ain't gonna get into all of that. People need to understand, you know, when I set forth in this thing, I didn't only do it for my son. I did it for all the youth that's coming up to prep them because today these kids have no idea on how to act, how to put themselves together. You know, it's just a mess, you know, and this is why I said, okay, you know what, it's needed. You know, I can prep these guys, get them prepared, you know, you got to know what you got to do in today's world because social media plays a big part. You know, these are things you have to do. But they're lazy. They don't want to do it. You know, they expect me to continue to market. And I do. You know, whether they pay me or they don't. Okay? Because I still have to keep my label going. You know? Yeah, I'm going to market some of the other artists. You know, the bigger artists that's helped me. Because when they move, I move. Okay? Because that's the way it's set up in social media. You know, the social media streaming. If you have a song with an artist and that artist is active, you're going to make money. That's just the way it is. They have connected us all in marketing. So, I mean, we're thankful, but we're not making as much money as we could be. But they've connected us all. So I say that to say, like, okay, for instance, Alicia Keys just dropped some new songs. Now I got songs with Alicia Keys. When somebody goes to stream Alicia Keys, and my song has been bought, that the one that I have with her has been bought, and this say her fan has this song. All of those songs that she has, plus the one that I'm in, is going to stream right along with it. This is the way it goes. Okay? Same with 50. Same with Lloyd Banks. If you go to Lloyd Banks' page, okay, his Google page, his Apple page, you look down his thing. Okay, you're gonna see all the songs that he's made, and then you're gonna see Miss JJ Diamond. Why is Miss JJ Diamond over here with Lloyd Banks? Because I have a song with Lloyd Banks. And then you go over to mine, and of course you're gonna see Miss JJ Diamond, but you're gonna see Lloyd Banks. That's the way it's done, people. It's split up because we all have to get paid. And when one stream, the other stream. Okay? Now, it's too much work staying active, okay? And trying to keep people under your label, people that's working with you active, okay? Now, I stay active because a series of things. I stay active because I have a lot of the artists that be on the radio. They call out my name in their songs, you know, and a lot of people know who I am. Some people don't, you know what I mean? But for the most part, they know who I am. So to remind them again, like, oh, Miss JJ Diamond, let me look her up. You know what I mean? I ain't heard her music in a while. So they help with all of that marketing because they know it's hard for me because I'm a one-man team, you know? Then I try to get on social media and give them back that love because they gave it to me. This is the way it works. You know what I mean? Or if one of my artists, shouted out one of the artists, I'll, get out there and recognize them. You know what I mean? So we all work together. However, these new artists coming up don't get why they can't go far, and they're trying to compete with me. And it's like, why are you competing? Because I'm in a whole different rim of things, I'm in a whole different rim of things. So how are you competing against me? Then I have the people around me that don't believe in what I'm doing and don't want to support. Okay. Which makes me want to go back to where I came from because I had more support. When I was in Maryland, y'all, let me tell y'all something. People will come even dress up when they know I'm in the park. Okay. And can y'all hold on for a moment? I'm so sorry. I got a call coming in. Hello. We'll talk about it later. I'm on my podcast. It's 9:23. No, I do not. No, I do not. This is what I have to go through. Stuff like this. You understand what I'm saying? They don't respect my business. Here I'm on my podcast and I'm being called about a situation. Okay. This is real business. And they don't want to accept that. Okay. I pay money to talk to you guys. I pay money for business licenses. I pay money for almost everything. And they're not respecting my money. So this is why I want to call it quits. Okay, I'm tired, people. I'm tired of this everything and then nobody stepping in to help me with this. Okay, so now, where do Mr. JJ Diamond go from here? Well, a lot of these companies, these music the big labels, a lot of them do know the numbers. They know I could be successful in this business if I'm at the front line. So I will say, okay, Ms. JJ Diamond is open for that umbrella or as just an artist to move forward in this industry. Okay. This goes out to Sony, Capitol Records, Motown. Y'all know I'm versatile. I showed y'all that, and that's the reason I showed y'all that. That's why people say, oh, wait a minute, how is that? That's not her voice. It's not, because I'm versatile. This is why I did this, to show y'all I'm versatile. Okay? Because I knew something like this would happen. So when y'all ready, if y'all ready, some of y'all know the numbers because I have songs with some of y'all people. Some of y'all don't. Okay? If y'all want the numbers, I have the numbers. Okay? I'm ready to call it quits on this end. And ready to just come in as a regular artist. Now, some companies do umbrellas. If y'all want to help me on it as an umbrella, that's fine. I know a lot of y'all didn't want to deal with me because y'all thought I was a part of 50 Cent and his crew. I'm not. When I say he's family, I say he's family as if he's family from the streets. Okay? We work together. Not that I'm signed by him, not that he owns me. No. So y'all can take that step if y'all want to. Y'all been trying to sign me 20 years ago. I'm still ready. I might got to lose a few pounds, though. But other than that, I am ready. So whatever y'all want to do before Miss JJ leaves this industry, because I will disappear like I did before, because I have other endeavors that I need to handle. You know, of course, y'all know it's going to come with money. I need to have advances because I have to get my life in order so I won't have to deal with nonsense to bring the company I'm working for nonsense. Because I would never want to do that to any company I work for. Okay? I'm true to any game that I put in. Okay? And if y'all don't believe me, y'all call up PepsiCo. They'll tell you. I never missed a day of work. One time, I had diarrhea and I had to stay home because I had food poisoning. In 6 years. Not even when my children were sick. Because they really didn't get sick because I made sure I took care of them. And if they were sick on Tuesday, I was able to take them to the doctor on Wednesday. So, 6 years, I never took one day off. I don't use drugs. Haven't used drugs in over 30 years. Okay, so that's things you don't have to worry about when you got all of this nonsense being talked in the street. Okay? So I just want to throw that out there. Ms. JJ is ready to call it quits because I'm tired of putting this work in by myself. You know, and then like I said, I got to work a job to make ends meet in my household. You know, I got to work a job to pay the bills for the label. You know, if I want extra marketing, I got to pay these other people. You know, it's just too much. And I'm trying to build my brand, my logo, something that I should have been building 5-7 years ago, but I've been focusing on everybody else. And now it's time for Miss JJ to focus on Miss JJ. Because I took a big loss helping everybody else. Even other artists that's on big labels, I help them. And do I get a thank you? Can I help you? Can I invest in what you're doing? No, I don't get none of that. So it ends here. It ends today. So you won't see Miss JJ online marketing nobody other than Miss JJ. Okay, I just want to let y'all know that. Okay? Because I don't have to do it. For those that continue to shout me out, I will continue to, give y'all love back. But if you're not giving me the same love in return, you will not get it back. Okay? I'm just not doing it anymore. Just because we have a song together don't mean I have to cater to you. Because I have other artists I have songs with too, and they're going to keep me active. So I don't need you. For those that don't want to throw the love back. But for those that do throw the love back, I'm here for you. And I will continue to market you. This is Miss JJ Diamond, Jacqueline Richardson, Deja, Jackie, whatever y'all call me. Y'all know the name. Y'all know how to find me. Y'all know my number. I'll be waiting. I love you all. I'll talk to y'all Monday morning.